Okay, here's a thought. What if you could actually learn directly from the world's greatest minds? I don't just mean reading their books. What if you could, talk to them, ask questions, get lessons tailored just for you?
It's a compelling idea, right?
Definitely. And that's what we're exploring today. We're doing a deep dive into a new platform called nFactorial AI. It just popped up on Product Hunt.
Yeah, fresh launch. So our sources are really giving us that first glimpse.
Exactly. A first look at how they're trying this pretty innovative approach to learning.
Mm-hmm. So our mission today, basically, is to unpack how nFactorial AI wants to give you a shortcut to getting, really well informed. The idea is tapping into the thinking of legends, and we need to figure out what makes their approach stand out.
Right. So diving right in, what are they actually offering? They call it video calls with world's best minds as your personal tutors.
Kind of like a personalized masterclass.
Yeah, exactly. But imagine it with, any legend on almost any topic. They're launching with some big names, too.
Oh, yeah. Like who?
Well, think AI versions of Paul Graham teaching startups, or Elon Musk talking about physics and first principles.
Wow.
Or even Terrence Tao for math, getting a one-on-one lesson from AI personas like that.
Yeah.
It's definitely intriguing.
Okay, so how does that actually work? The interaction itself. Well, the way they describe it is you basically start a Zoom call with a legend. Seems familiar enough.
Okay.
Then you get a quick lecture, like 5 minutes, comes with slides too. Very focused.
And after that,
Then it's open. You can ask questions, dig deeper, or even say, hey, can you give me a new lecture on this specific thing? So it adapts to you.
that sounds pretty flexible. Now, you mentioned their approach is distinctive.
Yeah.
What makes these AI mentors different?
Right. This is where they claim things get really interesting. It's not just mimicking the voice or, the way someone talks.
Which AI is getting pretty good at.
Exactly. They're saying they want to replicate facial expressions of the specific words someone uses, but most importantly, their actual way of thinking.
Their reasoning process.
Yeah. So if you ask it a tough question, the AI tries to tackle it using the same kind of logic or philosophical angle the real expert would.
How do they even attempt that?
It's all about the data they feed it. They're grounding each AI mentor in apparently thousands of sources.
Thousands.
Writings, essays, books, tons of interviews, blog posts. I saw a figure like 800 plus pieces of content per persona.
Wow. Okay, so they're analyzing all that to capture, what, like an intellectual fingerprint?
That's a good way to put it, yeah. Trying to really embed how that specific person reasons.
And connecting that to the bigger picture.
Mm-hmm.
Why put so much effort into the way of thinking?
Well, the founder's insight here is key. He basically argues that in many really complex fields, AI today, it's still not as good as the absolute top humans, the top 1%.
Interesting point. Like who?
He gives examples like Terrence Tao in advanced math, or maybe Warren Buffett in really nuanced investing. AI is not quite there.
Okay, so it's not just about copying them.
No, it's a strategic bet.
Yeah.
They're saying that Lee Sedol moment, when AlphaGo beat the Go champion, that clear point where AI surpassed humans.
Yeah, I remember that.
They argue that moment hasn't happened yet for these super specific high-level domains of expert thinking. So by embedding these unique thought patterns, they hope the AI can generate genuinely better, more expert-level insights, basically scaling human genius that AI can't yet replicate on its own.
That's ambitious.
Very. But they're talking about eventually having a catalog of over 100,000 of these world-class masters.
That scale is huge. And it makes more sense when you look at the founder, on Silmanoff. Apparently, he's been obsessed with learning from the GOATs, greatest of all time, his whole life.
No, really?
Yeah, his past projects kind of show it. He built a massive Bruce Lee site back in the day, recorded something like 150 long podcasts with top founders and engineers.
Ah, okay. So it's personal.
It really seems like it. Published nearly 1,000 posters with quotes from top performers, too. It feels like this isn't just some tech idea, but him trying to solve his own lifelong question: how do you scale access to elite thinking?
That personal drive often leads to something interesting.
For sure. So bring it back to the listener. What's the main takeaway for you?
I think the core promise is this: a way to potentially get deep knowledge fast, directly from AI that thinks like an expert. Not just a generic chatbot. It aims to be highly personalized, super engaging, and hopefully get you really well informed much quicker than traditional methods.
So to sum it up, nFactorial AI. It's offering personalized tutoring via AI personas grounded in the world's top minds. making elite knowledge potentially accessible to everyone.
Yeah, that's the gist. And it leaves you with a pretty big question to think about.
Go on.
As AI like this keeps getting better, how might these persona-grounded tutors change things? Not just how we learn, but maybe even who we think of as our teachers, our mentors down the line.
That is definitely something to mull over. Will AI become our future mentors? Interesting stuff.